Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here. You guys did request this in my last video. I was wearing this look, and first of all, I want to just say thank you guys so much for all the support in the last video. Honestly, it means so much to me. And I was going through, there's like over 400 comments. I tried reading them all, and I tried responding to every single one of them that I possibly could. So I just want to let you guys know, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of the love on the last video. I wanted to start off by saying that and just like kind of not leave that in the dust, but like let's move on to the makeup because you guys really requested it. Honestly, I don't know what I was feeling that day. I just like knew that I was going to film that video, and I just sat down and I was like, okay, like just go with it today. And then I just picked up this green liner from MakeupGeek and I ran with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I definitely will do more colorful looks if you guys want to see some. I have some ideas for fall. I'm kind of saving them till like the end of August just because I really didn't want to start fall looks already because I feel like I'll like run out of them by the time fall's over. So I'm going to stick, I have another summer tutorial that I want to do with like a bright lip. So I feel like I haven't done any bright lips in a really long time since like spring. So I definitely am going to do one more really crazy summer makeup tutorial. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a favorites video for July. I mean, I do have some favorites, but I don't know if I have enough compiled to make a favorites video unless you guys want to see that. So definitely give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that. Or let me know down in the comments, and I'll obviously do one for you guys. So, that's all that I want to say in the intro because I feel like this video, I mean, isn't too long, but I like to kind of shorten these videos because I don't want you guys sitting here for like 20-30 minutes watching me like put on makeup. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys have not already, and give this video a big thumbs up, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're jumping in with the Morphe 35O M palette. So this is the all matte palette, and this shade we're jumping in with an E40 from Sigma, and this is going to be our transition shade. Always start with the transition shade. It's super important, especially because we're going to be making this look very smoky, and we're going to be going in with tons of different colors. You want to make sure that it all blends out perfectly, and there's a nice gradient from light to dark. So I'm just taking the E40 and blending in my crease upwards all over to the brow bone, just because it's kind of very similar to my skin tone, so you're not really going to see it anyway. And then we're going in with this nice warm orange shade and still that Sigma E40, and we're going to be starting in the crease, making sure most of our pigment is in the crease, and then we're going to be blending upwards. So this is just going to be that nice warm shade that you guys see at the end where it's kind of like really warm and blended out. That's what I like. I love a very warm eye. I don't know. That's why I gravitate towards these palettes so much, because the Morphe palettes, like this palette actually, like the 35O, it's just all warm. So I'm obsessed with it. So as you guys see, we are looking a little bit crazy with a little bit of orange on our eyes, but we're going to be toning that down just a little bit with this nice like cranberry brown brick red shade, I would say. And then we're taking a Sigma E25 and we're focusing first of all in the outer corner, and then we're going to be dragging through our crease. So as you guys see, we went a little bit darker, and now you can't really tell it's orange, but you guys see how it just kind of blends out to like a nice warm eye. And then we're taking a little bit more of that orange shade in the Sigma E40 and just blending that harsh line out. You're going to see me do this through each step. I really like to take my time and blend each and every step just to make sure that we have seamless, no harsh lines. That is my personal preference. I like to blend throughout. Some people wait until the end and just blend it all together, but I honestly think that for me, blending each step as you go, it takes a little bit longer, but obviously you get like a very seamless eye, and that's what we're looking for, right? Like we want some blending going on. Okay. So then we're going to be jumping in with this like grayish color, if you want to say, and we're going to be taking a Smith 247 brush, and I'm focusing this on the lash line first. And as you guys see, I will change brushes in a second, but I just start kind of putting this in the outer corner, and then I'm going to go in with a flat definer brush, because in that video, my last video, it was kind of like in a smoky wing shape. So that's exactly what I'm doing, just kind of making it winged out a little. We're not dragging it outside of our actual eyelid. We're just kind of going from a high point and kind of angling it down. So it just kind of wings out a little bit, and then it's going to connect to the crease, as you guys are going to see. It's hard to explain what I'm doing, but as you guys see, you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to kind of build up the pigmentation because that shadow wasn't really as pigmented as I wanted it to be, but I didn't want to use a black because I didn't want to be super, super, super harsh with it. So that's why I used like a nice like cool toned gray instead. I mean, I would say this is like a neutral to cool toned gray, and I'm just focusing that right on the lash line. And we're doing the same thing on the other side. I'm obviously not focusing as much because you guys saw all of the steps in the last one. We're really just kind of focusing this on the lower lash, or on the lash line, and then kind of blending it up. So it's kind of like a smoky gradient. It really does give that elongated cat eye without being a cat eye, because honestly, I'm over the whole cat eye thing. So I thought, like, why not just smoke out in a cat eye formation, and then we'll be fine. And then just blend the edges and you're good. So then I went ahead and I applied the Evelyn lashes from from Flutter lashes. And then I'm taking my favorite primer, which is the Makeupforever Step 1 Equalizer and Smoothing. And then I'm going to be applying that all over. This is my favorite primer for filling in my pores. And this foundation here is my favorite. This is the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible. I'm using shades 102 and 105. One is very warm and one is very cool. And I'm more of like a neutrally shade, I would like to say. I do tend to go a little bit more on the yellow side just because I have a lot of redness, and redness is canceled out by like yellow and green. So that's why I will take a little bit more of a yellow foundation so I'm not as red. And then I'm just taking my damp beauty blender. This is an old one. This used to be purple. Do you guys see how washed out it is? And we're just blending this into the skin. I feel like my favorite way to apply this foundation is with a beauty blender because it is so matte. With the beauty blender, it adds a little bit more moisture so you can kind of move the product around your face and it's not kind of like getting stuck with like a brush. So that's the way I've been loving this foundation. And now I'm going to be taking my Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Concealer in medium light. And I'm going to be applying this generously underneath my eye, but the beauty blender will be soaking up most of that product, so it's not going to look too crazy under there. And then you want to make sure you even out that highlight in the center of the forehead, the bridge of the nose, and the chin. You don't want it to be like stark white underneath your eyes and then have the rest of the face kind of look a little bit on the wonky side. That's just my own personal preference, and I know a lot of other people do the same thing, but it's makeup, guys. You can do whatever you feel like it. So make sure to look up when you blend, and I like to pounce the beauty blender all over my skin, and I like to make sure that it's very, very, very damp so it can absorb most of that product and just make sure that my skin really molds with it instead of just sitting on top of my skin. And then we're going to be taking this the Sigma F35 brush, and we are going to be using this to set our under eyes. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's the tapered highlighting brush. You guys know I have a code with Sigma. It is just my name, Brandon, and if you guys want 10% off, just go ahead and use that. Because, I mean, who doesn't want 10% off? And then I'm just taking this e.l.f. complexion brush, which I love for setting my whole entire face. It's just big, it's fluffy, and it really just gets everywhere. And it cuts the time in half. Because I've seen, like, some powder brushes that are really small. And I'm like, I do not have time for that. Like, I need this to be done in, like, 20 seconds. And then we're going to be taking this MakeupGeek eyeliner. I totally forgot what the name is, so I will leave that down in the description bar. But this was the new Spectrum eyeliners that came out, so I was just really curious to see what this would look like on me and my brown eyes, and I'm obsessed. See, as you guys see, like, it's really hard for me to apply things in my waterline when I have my contacts in. That's why you never really see me apply any, like, black smoked out in my waterline, just because it just doesn't work out for me. And then we're going to be taking a flat definer brush and taking a little bit of Secret Garden by MakeupGeek, and we're just going to be setting that eyeliner just because it is a creamy substance. I really wanted to set it with a powder so we didn't have to worry about it like traveling down our eyes later on. And then I'm just going to take the Morphe E18 with nothing on it, and I'm just going to kind of blend out the edges so it's not so harsh. And that is literally the under eye. I know I got so many compliments on it, and thank you guys so much for that, but it was just that easy. Like, there was not any craziness at all, but make sure to just blend it out because it can get a little bit harsh under there if you don't take like a blending brush to it. And then we're going to be taking the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, which is my favorite, and just a big fluffy brush. And I'm going to start on my forehead, just kind of generously apply this because I am a little bit on the fair side. I know I was really dark before, but I lost my tan, and I need to get it back before summer's over. Can we just talk about that? Because I'm sick and tired of already being Casper the Friendly Ghost, and it's not even winter time yet. So I got to, like, lay out in the sun. But we're taking some Benefit Hoola Bronzer. If not, that will always come through for me and make sure we are bronzed to the goddess. I really love bronzing my skin with this bronzer. It's just so beautiful and it blends out so nicely. So if you guys need one, definitely check it out. And then we're going to be taking Dallas Blush, also from Benefit. And this is a nice, like, mauve-y blush, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Definitely not enough for like a highlight. So then we will be going in with some highlight. And I'm taking the Tarte palette, which I have not used in a hot minute. I'm mixing all 3 shades together and using this Morphe M501 brush and just applying it generously to the tops of my cheekbones. I really want it to be glowy because I've just been loving the way that glowy skin looks recently. I just feel like it makes me look like healthy and alive. And now we're onto the lips. And we're taking the Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick in Candy K, and this is the old formula. It's definitely not my favorite, and I have said that before, but I really like the color. I heard that she did change the formula, and the formula is a lot better. I just haven't like repurchased the same shade because I haven't run out of this one yet, but I could wear this if you like don't layer it. If you don't layer it, you are perfectly okay. Only when you go in with like second or third layers is when it starts to get very like breaking up. So if you could just perfect your liquid lip on one try, you guys are perfect and you won't have to worry about this balling up. And that's what I've been trying to do. And then we're going to be taking Max Fix Plus and spraying our face. You guys know we got to lock this in. You got to lock our face in. So we're spraying it, really making sure that the powdery look is kind of taken away because we do set our whole face in powder. Make sure to let that dry, and then you guys are gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Mwah.